Hello guys, welcome back to Fresh OB. In today's video, we'll talk about the complete background check process of Tata Consultancy Services. So once you are finally selected for the position and they are done with all the process like sending the offer letters and all. So once you get your offer letter, so they'll start with the further process of background check. So in this video we'll discuss how one can fill all the background check related forms and what documents you have to upload on their portal. So we'll see all these things in a detailed manner, so please don't skip the video in between and watch the video till the end so that you can get a complete idea like how one can fill if you don't have any particular document, so how you can deal with that situation. So I will also explain all these things, so please don't skip the video. And if you are new to the channel, then please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I come up with these kind of videos on a regular basis, so please don't skip the video and subscribe to the Fresh OB. So without making any further delay, let's start with the today's video. So I will provide the link for this website in the description box of the video. So the website is of Next Step portal. So they have a separate portal for all the background check process, and in that portal you will also find your offer letter, your joining letter information about the ILP thing. So whatever you will need once you get your offer letter, so the further things will be informed to you on this Next Step portal. So I will provide the link, so please don't forget to check that link out in the description box. So once you click on the Next Step portal link, you will get a page like this. So you have to fill your email ID or your reference ID here in the login section and your password. So fill all these two and click on the login button. After logging in, you can see a page like this. So here you can find your name like welcome dash and your CTDT number here in the bracket, and you can see like here are the options like home, help and support. So if you came across any type of query or any doubt, you can just drop a mail to the official mail IDs they have provided here, and also you can call them and ask your queries. And if you are at a very first step, like you have just got only your offer letter, you will see only 2 or 3 tabs activated here. So as I have already done with all the procedure like the ILP thing, the joining procedure, the background check and the onboarding, so the all tabs are active here in my case. But if you are at the very beginner step, so you will just see 2 or 3 tabs here. So from here you can download your application form, and here you can see your offer letter, and this is the campus commune. From here you can track your application, and this is the ILP corner. So once you are done with your background check, only then the ILP will be activated, and this is the onboarding. So even this will be activated once you are done with all the background check process. So we'll see how one can continue with the background check in this video. So click here on the background check tab. So after clicking on the background check tab, you can see a page like this. So here they have given a number of instructions, so go through all these instructions properly so that you will not make any mistake while uploading and filling the background check form. So please, I request to go through all these instructions properly. So I will just give an overview. Like here they have mentioned, please upload the document mentioned in upload document section. For background check process, you may upload the documents in the following formats. So the accepted formats are only JPEG, PNG, GIF, docs and TXT and PDF. So these are the formats they'll accept, and the max size of any document can be only 2 MB, and documents marked with star mandatory, and the link to upload NSR, medical certificate and criminal affidavit will be activated only 15 days prior to the joining. So make a note, like the links to upload your NSR e-card, your medical certificate and the criminal affidavit So these links will be activated only 15 days prior to the joining date. And after you confirm the documents, there will be an initial document verification. So in this case, the documents are rejected, you will be intimated through a mail communication. So if any of your documents get rejected, so they will properly mention they like your document is rejected and the reason behind that, and they will also mail you regarding the same. So please go through all these instructions properly before continuing your background check process. So after reading all the instructions, just click on the upload documents tab. So after clicking there, you can see a page like this. As I am done with all the background check process, so here they have mentioned like congratulations, you have successfully completed the BGC form and confirmed the BGC documents. So you will also get this once you are done with the complete verification process of your documents. So from here you can download the background check form, and we'll next continue with the very first procedure, that is the initiate BGC. So here they have given a note like BGC is an essential process where your credentials are checked for authenticity. Your association with TCSL will be subject to a background check in line with TCS's background check policy. So further we'll start with the BGC procedure. So very firstly you'll have to click here on the initiate BGC. So after clicking on the initiate BGC link, you can see a set of instructions there. So go through all those instructions properly, and after that click on the background check form. So after clicking there, you can further see a set of instructions. So go through all these instructions properly once again, and then you can click on the basic details. So in basic details, you have to fill your personal details such as your name, your DOB and your email ID, and further you'll have to fill your PAN and passport details. Here they have mentioned like, do you have a PAN card? If you have a PAN card, then upload the information related to that, and your PAN number. Do you have a passport? Yes or no, and passport number. If you have a passport, then you can put your passport details here, and the place of issue, date of issue. So these kind of the information you have to fill in the basic details. So after filling the PAN and passport details, the next point is filling the present address. So make sure you fill all the information related to your present address properly. So here they have mentioned house number, road, street, lane, your country, your city, your alternate number, and your period of stay, like for what period you have stayed here in your present address. So after present address, you can fill your permanent address. So after present address, you'll have to fill your permanent address. So if you have present and permanent address both are same, so you can just click here on the checkbox and check like both my present and permanent addresses are same. And next you'll have to fill longest stay address, like last 7 years. So here you can fill for the address where you have been staying for the longest period. Max is 7 years, so you can fill your present or permanent address here if you are staying there for the longest period. So once you are done with filling all the basic details, just click on the academic details. So in academic details, you'll have 4 options to fill. So very first is graduate, like you have to fill all the information related to your academic course, like what is your course name, your course duration, your course type, and your institute or university, and all the major subjects and your grading system. And you have to fill your percentage, or if you have a pointer, you can fill your pointer too. So after this, just click here on the reference details once you are done with filling the information related to your graduation. So after done with filling the information related to your graduation, next is reference details. So in reference details, you can fill the information of any 2 of your college faculties who knows you very well. So you have to fill the name of the faculty, the institute name, the designation, and the contact number and the email ID, and the relationship with the faculty, and the period for which reference knows you. So you have to fill the details of any two of the faculties who knows you very well in your college in the reference details. And also make sure those people know that you have mentioned their details in the reference details in the BGC form of TCS. So if TCS connects them or sends them any kind of mail so that they can get that thing, so make sure you give an idea to those faculties about this thing. So after done with the reference details, the next one is security details. So in security details you can see information like 2 questions here. Are you involved in any pending or closed civil criminal case? So yes or no you have to fill, and after are you involved in any pending and closed disciplinary malpractices, so you have to fill yes or no here. So after this just go and click on the other details. So in other details you can see here, do you have multiple names or name change in any of the documents required as part of background check process. So if you have any kind of name change, then you can click on yes, otherwise click on no. And here they have asked, do you have an NSI e-card? If you have, then click on yes, and if you don't have, click here on the no, but I have applied for the same. So if also they have mentioned a link here like the checklist for BGC documents, so that what are the documents they are required for the BGC process. So we'll see a list of all the documents. So this is the list which these are the documents which will be further asked for the BGC process. So the documents are like Aadhaar card, 10th, 12th mark sheets and diploma mark sheets, so graduation mark sheets, your PG mark sheets if you have done PG, and NCA, medical certificate, birth certificate, PAN card, passport, NSI card. So just go through all these details and make sure you have all these documents, only then you'll have a smooth BGC process. So once you are done with filling all the information in the other details, just click on the save and continue button there. So after that you can see a page like this. So this is the declaration and general consent for background information. So go through all this information and click on I agree, and then just submit the BGC form. So once you are done with submitting the BGC form, you will be redirected to this page again. So here you have to click on the upload BGC documents so that you can further upload the other documents there. So once you click on the upload background check documents link there, you will be just redirected to this page. So as here you can see instructions are given, so you can just go through all these instructions before uploading the documents. And in documents, very firstly they have mentioned here about the NSR e-card. So this link will be activated only 15 days prior to the joining date. So there isn't any need to upload these documents at the very first beginning. So, and here they have given a note like it is mandatory to complete the biometric phase of NSR before joining. Phase 1 and phase 2 should be completed before joining. So make sure you are done with all the biometric phase of NSR before the joining procedure. And the next one is birth certificate or birth affidavit. So here you have to upload your birth certificate, and in case you don't have your birth certificate, you can upload your birth affidavit too. So in case you do not possess a birth certificate, if birth certificate is in regional language, or if birth certification does not have your name mentioned, in this case you can upload a birth affidavit. So in any of the below 3 scenarios, please upload the birth affidavit printed on a ₹100 stamp paper. So make sure you have to make this birth affidavit on ₹100 stamp paper if you don't have your birth certificate, or the birth certificate is in regional language, or your name is missing in the birth certificate. So in these cases you can make a affidavit of your birth and upload that too. But make sure you have to submit the original birth certificate before the completion of the ILP. So make a note of this thing. So after birth certificate, the next document is the address proof. So in this address proof, you can upload documents such as your passport, your ration card, your Aadhaar card, your DL, your LIC policy, utility bill, gas or electricity bill. So these are the documents you can upload as your address proof. So if you have your permanent and present address both are the same, just click here on the yes. As I had both permanent and present address same, so I have clicked here and uploaded the further documents. And after address proof, you have to upload your Aadhaar card, and next is PAN card, and after that you have to upload your passport. And here they have mentioned, in case you do not have passport, then please upload the application receipt. So here they have given a kind of concession. If you don't possess the original passport, you can just give the passport application receipt here. And next is ID proof. So in ID proof, you can upload your voter ID, your ration card, driving license, bank passbook, PAN card. So either any one of them you can upload. As I had two, so I have uploaded DL and PAN card. So like uploading two is not mandatory. You can upload any one of the document given in the list here. And next you have to upload your 10th grade mark sheet, and after that you have to upload your 10th grade certificate, and similar with the 12th you have to upload 12th mark sheet and 12th certificate. In case you have done diploma, so after 10th you will get diploma mark sheet and diploma certificate. So you can upload all these documents here. After uploading all these documents, just click here on the next button. So after clicking next, you can see a page like this. As you can see here, like here is the document name and the submission of documents, and here is the acceptance status. So once you are done with uploading the documents and submitting it, so they'll just go through all these documents, and if they are all okay and there isn't any like wrong information, so they'll just approve your document. And if they found anything faulty in the documents, they'll just disapprove the document, and they'll mention the reason behind the document here. So make sure you be updated with all the basic things which are happening here once you upload all the documents, like what are the status. You keep checking on alternate days on the daily basis, so that you can get a quick update information about the acceptance status, and furtherly you can just change your documents if any of the document is disapproved. And talking about the graduation mark sheet, so you have to fill all the mark sheets in a semester wise. So here they have given a mandatory note, like it is mandatory to upload the mark sheets of all the semesters of all years of graduation in a sequential manner, starting from the first semester to the last semester. So if you have done a 4-year degree course, so you'll have total 8 mark sheets. So you have to upload all these mark sheets in by semester wise. And after that you can see graduate degree certificate. So please upload your degree certificate or provisional certificate. In case your institute has not issued the same, you can upload a course completion certificate as per the guidelines mentioned in your joining lecture. So as yet I don't have my graduation certificate, but I have my provisional degree certificate. So I have uploaded the same, like provisional degree certificate I have, so that's why I uploaded the same. And they approved it too, because it is mentioned here, like if you don't possess the original degree certificate, you can upload your provisional degree certificate. This medical certificate, so ensure that the photograph is signed by the doctor, and also doctor seal is mandatory on the photograph. And also ensure that page number 2 of the document is signed by the doctor and doctor's seal is fixed, you can either upload 2 pages of medical certificate individually or in a single PDF. So anyway, either way you can do this medical certificate thing. And as I earlier mentioned, like the links to upload your NCA, your medical certificate and your NSI card will be activated only 15 days prior to the joining date. So like if you are at a very first stage, then there isn't any need to upload these 3 documents. So just go with the further procedure. And after medical certificate you can see other qualifications. So if you have any other qualification living side your degree and graduation, then you can mention these other qualifications here. And after that, additional certification, technical or foreign language courses. So if you have done any kind of additional certification and any kind of foreign language you have knowledge about, so you can fill certification related to that. And lastly, non-criminal affidavit, that is NCA. So you can just make your NCA and upload the same here. And once you are done with uploading all these documents, if you are at a beginner stage, then except medical, NCA and NSI card, you have to upload all the other documents. So after uploading all these things, just click on the save and don't forget to click on the submit. Unless and until you click on submit, they won't initiate your BGC process. So please make sure you click here on the submit button. So in this way I have mentioned complete information about the Tata Consultancy Services background check process. So I have tried to mention all the basic details in the video. So still you came across any type of query and you are not understanding like what to fill, if I don't have this document, then what is the other document I can upload in that document place. So you can ask these kind of queries in the comment section below. So I will reply to all the queries as I So in this way we have discussed the complete background check process of TCS. So I have tried to cover all the FAQs and the queries which I came across while dealing with this BGC process. So still you came across any type of query or any kind of doubt in the documents or like how to upload and all, so please don't forget to comment all your queries and questions in the comment section below. I will reply to all the comments and will definitely try to resolve your query, as now I know all the BGC process, how things go. That's why I have a complete idea. That's why it will be very easy for me to resolve your issues. So please mention all the queries in the comment section below, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we'll meet in the next video. Thank you.